Welcome to the complete plantar fibroma home guide. I'm going to go over the basics, not the advanced crazy stuff, but the basics of what you can do at home to diagnose your plantar fibroma and get it feeling better. You probably already know what it is since you looked up a video for plantar fibroma, but just here's an image. You have your plantar fascia at the bottom of your foot, and just a big mass forms in the connective tissue. So it can look like this or like this, although this is a more common spot at the height of the arch right there. And then once again, just like that. If you usually have a big mass there, it is a plantar fibroma and it's non-malignant, so that means non-cancerous, and usually you shouldn't worry too much. But to be safe, always, and I mean always, go to your podiatrist, get a biopsy, because there's a small chance that it could be a dangerous cancer and not a plantar fibroma. You can't really tell what the mass is if you just look under the skin. So, conservative home therapy, I'm going to go over all of these. Number one, the reason you're going to control inflammation is because the mass is going to hurt at the beginning, and it's going to take you a few days to a week to get it feeling better. And who knows, maybe with the mass even there, you won't feel it too much, and you don't have to go into surgery to get rid of it. So, freeze an ice bottle or freeze just a pack of ice, and for 15 to 20 minutes, ice it. Get that inflammation down. This will help you heal. It won't really remove the tissue, but it'll prevent it from being swollen, and that could be what's really causing you the pain. And just roll that bottle back and forth. It could help break up that scar tissue potentially. And if you don't have a frozen bottle, just ice it. This dog's got the right idea. Same thing. Start taking anti-inflammatories. This isn't just for the pain, this is to help the healing as well. You don't want to damage the tissues around it. This will help you stay on your feet longer. Talk to your pharmacist or your podiatrist, but you want to keep taking a certain amount of a dose, depending on what you take, for about 2 weeks to really get the inflammation down. Massage it out. The more massage, the better. There's no hard rule, but if you're sitting in front of the TV anyway, stroke it up and down, try and break it apart. There's not the most definitive data, and this works well too. A great tennis ball exercise. Just roll your foot back and forth while you're watching, Housewives of New York or whatever you're watching. But roll it back and forth. There are lots of studies, especially with physical therapy, showing that you can break up these nodules, other scar tissue, and if you want to avoid surgery, there's no harm in doing this. Calf stretching. This is a huge thing too. It could be over time, as you're massaging, breaking these things up, you have to stretch your calves because, I thought I had a picture here. But with calf stretching, it'll allow your foot to bend back more, and it'll put less pressure in that arch and potentially cause less friction and pain in that area. So most people feel better. This isn't really going to guarantee that you're going to get rid of the lump, but it's better than going into surgery. And I'll address that later, because the downside with surgery is it could lead to complications. Of course, no surgery is safe, but a flat foot after getting your plantar fascia cut, lots of other things. Over the years, 5-10 years later, you could really feel some consequences. So, you got the pain and inflammation down. Here's what you can do to live with it. Here's the picture I was looking for. You want to be able to get more than a 90-degree stretch, just like this right here. Because what happens is, as you're walking and you can't get that 90-degree bend, it puts pressure on that plantar fascial ligament you saw at the beginning, and it causes a little tearing, and that's what could lead to the fibroma or plantar fasciitis. So you definitely want to have good calf and hamstring flexibility. So stretch out those calves. Do it a couple times a day for like 15-30 seconds. Get good shoes. High heel shoes, any heeled shoes puts more pressure on your plantar fascia and could cause nodules to help appear. Get an insert. Now this isn't over the counter. It will help, but you want to see your podiatrist. So you get a special one made with a slight indent or groove for your nodule, and you won't even feel it. Why have surgery? If you're older anyway, why not just get a covered orthotic by insurance and just walk around in that for the rest of your life? It's probably going to be more comfortable than your regular shoe that you're using now anyway. And touchy subject, but weight loss never hurts. Now, the thing with surgery is, I'm a big fan of conservative treatment. With surgery, there is a low recurrence, but there's other risks. Number one, it's kind of a traumatic surgery. You got to cut out a chunk of your plantar fascia. That leads to consequences. Your foot's going to become more flat-footed over time. If you do one foot and not the other, it could lead to imbalances. You could develop knee pain in one leg or hip pain, whatever. But if you guys want to see more, this was just a quick guide. I have more specific info on treatments, especially invasive treatments, on the link under the video. So visit us at DetroitFootPain.com. Do not try any of this at home alone without supervision. This is presented by Michigan Foot Doctors. If you think our information helped you, give us a thumbs up and come visit the site for even more.